Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Improv House Party, hosted by the Recess Players.
Yeah!
House Party.
Not Improv HouseParty. Improv.
No
hose.
There was some
That's an important
confusion.
distinction to make.
No one's getting hosed here.
No one's getting hosed at this party.
No.
Except for the man.
Take that.
Yeah, we are going to take it to the man tonight. We are planning on that.
There'll be no more establishment after tonight.
No, thank you so much for tuning in tonight on e-improv.com. There are several other great shows you can check out on e-improv.com because there's an archive page on there now, which is so neat and so great. Wow.
It's like a time machine of fun.
It's like a time machine of fun. So check out the archive page, please. It's your time machine of fun. You can also check out the Trans-Pacific Railroad as the featured set. They're an international team from Japan and America and other countries, which is implied in the international part. Not just, I guess you could say international is 2 different countries, but you hope for like extra plural, I think.
You'd hope for it.
You'd hope for it. Well, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to get a suggestion and kind of do a little talking, do a little
chit-chat.
Little chit-chat, idea generation, as we term it. And from there, we're going to go into some scenes, which is all going to take place here in our little stagey-looking area, which is actually a living room. Thus, house party, not hose party.
Yeah. We tried to do this inside of a piece of hose, and it just didn't work out.
No, not the same.
Yeah.
No, it was incredibly hard to breathe.
No.
Yeah.
It didn't flow.
It did not flow at all.
There was a lot of kinks in that operation.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. So I'm going to get us a suggestion, as I usually do, which is just pointing out a random word from a book. Today's book is Theodora, Empress of Byzantium, which is an autobiography of an Empress of Byzantium. Hand is our suggestion.
Hand.
All that to get hand.
All that build-up for
Hand.
Oh.
Let's see.
For some reason, that made me think of the obsession that all teenage boys go through with hand jobs. Like, it becomes the thing that you seek out. Like, oh man, if I could just get a hand job. Or then you like enter that phase where your friends start lying about it and telling like weird stories. And it's weird how as the things you view as like the apex of sexual achievement. And I think when you're like 13 is the golden age in your life of the hand job. That's when you're going to be the most impressed by hand jobs.
Yeah, and then you go through like a blowjob phase, and then sex, right? I mean, at least blowjob becomes a lifelong obsession for some, I guess. But wait, do you have any stories of like people telling great hand job stories? I can't think of any offhand.
I had friends who lied about it. That would say, you know, they'd go out with somebody and they'd come back and say that they got a hand job from some girl. I think because it was such a low stakes, like, sexual encounter, people thought that it was okay to just kind of lie about it.
Yeah.
How about you, Julie? You ever lied about having sex with somebody?
Lied about having sex with them? Like
or
that?
any sort of, like, sexual encounter.
Yeah.
Sexual lying.
Yeah, you try to act more sexual.
Sexy lying.
No, I feel bad that I feel like all my sex stories are very boring and straightforward of just like, I met a person and I liked them and we had sex eventually after a couple of dates and it was nice. Yeah.
That's so charming.
It is.
Anything else would be like a judgment of like, oh, this, I guess I wish this person's dick was bigger than it was, maybe, I don't know. Would be the only thing I could think of.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
To the scenes! So it's not a judgment. It's not a judgment. I wish your vagina was smaller. And it's just a state of fact, okay? Feels good. Feels good to share. So what was your thing? Something about you need to share the car tomorrow or something?
Yeah, how long have you been holding that vagina thing in?
Since the first time we had sex. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to make you feel bad. It's just I've been building it up, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back, honey, and I'm sorry it came out like this. I'm really sorry.
What? Straw that broke the camel's back? Yeah, I do need to borrow the car, actually. I do.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine with me. That's fine. I can get a ride with somebody else to work. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I just would normally need it, because normally I'd walk to work, but I got a doctor's appointment. No, not about my vagina. It's not a doctor. It should be. It's not a vagina.
It should be.
I think
it's intimidating.
A fine vagina.
It's an intimidating vagina, honey, and I'm
it's
sorry.
Intimidating.
It's intimidating. Okay? When we're naked and I look at it and it's beautiful, but it's so big. And I just don't know what to do.
I'm going back to making sandwiches.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going
honey.
back to making sandwiches.
I'm sorry. This was a lot, and I should have tiered this. I should have let this out slowly over the course of our relationship. But I'm sorry. I didn't want you to think less of me.
I don't think less of you with this. I'm confused. Okay, I guess it's kind of big. I don't know. I haven't measured it against a lot of other vaginas.
You never had a talk with your mom? You never had that discussion with your
parents? Vagina size?
I don't know. My dad sat me down and talked to me about how to take care of things.
Did he talk to you about if your penis was average size or not? Because it's very average size.
No. Okay,
Look, son, you've reached a golden age. All right, you're going to come privy to a couple secrets about life. All right.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is cool, Dad.
So,
yeah.
You probably noticed you're getting hairier in places, right?
Yeah, a little bit, under the arms. And,
yeah. You got
like
starting to look at girls a little more, aren't you? Yeah.
A little bit.
I bet you notice your penis has not grown as much as you would hope.
Dad,
right?
Come on, that's embarrassing.
No, I mean no one's around. Just me and you.
Yeah.
Look, we're an average-sized dick group of guys. Our whole lineage.
Even Grandpa?
Oh, Grandpa is the most normal-looking penis you've ever seen in your life.
No, I want you to look at it, boy. You gotta know for your future.
Whoa. Well, what was Grandpa's dick like?
Your grandfather? No, Oh, I thought you meant my grandfather.
Yeah.
No, I never saw my grandfather's penis. I saw my father's penis.
Oh,
your
okay.
grandfather.
Yeah.
Why won't you look at it?
I don't want you
Just
to
look at it!
All right. Well, there was so much buildup. It's so average.
I'm afraid of that.
This wasn't because of tradition or anything. You showed me this.
No, said some Kraut said it was small in World War I to prove that it was average.
Kraut bastard!
Kraut bastard!
Stupid Krauts.
Stupid Krauts. Why, Robert Bobby McCosky, did you not mute your microphone?
Oh, no. No, I didn't.
Uh-oh, faux pas.
Improv etiquette. Violation.
No. No.
That makes me think of what kind of like discipline system did you guys have like in your elementary or high school? Did you have like a demerit system? Like I had straightforward detentions and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was mainly detention, and then actually they got rid of spanking like my first grade or my second grade year, but
They were
until
still
then,
doing spanking?
yeah, they were still doing spanking in Illinois. Like,
Wow.
yeah, and I remember like in third grade, this one kid, Paul, he was like acting up, and yeah, it was third grade they got rid of it, and my teacher was this older lady, like sweet as could be, and he was acting up and like getting away with it, and she was like, you're going to get a spanking. Like, you're being unruly. And so she walked down the hall. This kid was acting all cocky, and she got like the 6'10" second grade teacher who was a basketball player, like, to come in and like swat him. Like, yeah, to like intimidate the entire third grade. And it did a good job of it. Like yeah. I probably blanked out how bad it was in my memory.
Wait, so she just had a guy come to intimidate your class?
Well, he was like the second grade teacher, but he was like 6'10" and this really imposing dude. So she was like, well, I'm not going to scare this kid, and I can't spank him because of my arthritis, but I'm going to go get this giant guy to come down here and do it.
Wow.
Yep. Welcome to public school in a bad neighborhood.
To the scene. So, all I need from you, Mr. Altman, is I just need you to go in there, and I just need you to smack him up a couple times.
Oh, hold on, Mr. Everhart. Let me understand this. You want me to go into your classroom and smack your students in the face?
I do.
I can't do that. That would be against school policy. I could get in trouble. I could get sued.
No, I tell you what, I need you to do it. I put my hands in my pants. What?
No, it's just you're loosening your belt. I don't know what was going on.
Oh, no, that's gas.
Oh, okay.
He ain't gonna do it. He's a punk just like you. I got this bum hand.
Okay.
All right, that I got.
Have you been hitting your kids?
Yes, I got a bum hand from hitting them. It's all right. She hits like a girl. It's real. I can have a bum hand from you too. Let's use that kid.
Okay. No, okay. I'm not. Kid, just calm down. Sit in your seat. Pay attention to your teacher. Don't stare. What are you? That is not at all what I asked you to do.
Look at how damn disrespectful they are. Look at how crying out for a smack that faces.
Please. Okay, you know what? That's a detention. I'm going to see you after school, young man.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to
I'll
that.
put him where the chairs are. That's what he wants.
What, he wants to be with the chairs?
Yes, he does. That's obviously. Look what he does to him.
What?
No respect for a chair.
No, stop. Young man, please stop tipping over the chairs. Young man, stop it.
Put him in front of a cup with pencils in it, and God knows what he'll do.
I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to see that.
What?
Stay away from him. Stay away from the cup of pencils on my desk.
Why? What are you going to do with them? I kind of want to see what you're doing. No. What?
No! The pencils. It's going to take me 3 minutes to pick these up.
You've completely lost control of your classroom, Mr. Everhart. This is broken down. I'm going to... No! Oh, come on!
The love tap. Hit me like you want to discipline me. It's going to hurt so much. Ah!
As you can see, these are the chairs where the Declaration of Independence was signed. We're going to be mailing it to your school under the understanding that nothing will harm them in any way, but kids can see a living part of history.
Oh, not these chairs, no.
Well, yes, George Washington sat in this
not his chair. No. Where's the cup?
Right now, young man, come.
You haven't studied this school at all.
No.
But Benjamin Franklin died in that chair. Young man, stop. No.
Chairs are gonna die. Chairs. No.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
And you see that? You just gotta hit kids.
I felt good.
Sometimes you just gotta hit kids.
You do.
There's no way around it.
Important. Terribly important.
It's terribly
Muy
important.
importante.
Oh, that made me think of. I grew up in a very small town, and when anybody wanted to sound like cultured or very intelligent, they would say something in Spanish
Yeah.
and act like it was the fanciest thing in the world. Just like, yeah, like, like hasta luego. Oh, look at that! I know fancy words.
Yeah.
You are unimpressed, Bobby.
Well, no, it's true. I've had friends, who will like go to Paris and be like, I learned the language and I lived with the people for like 2 to 4 weeks and like I vaguely speak the language, but I'm
Like whenever somebody would study abroad, and then it would just become insufferable. It was just like, oh, it changed my life. I studied for 3 months in Amsterdam, and I'm such a better person now than you will ever be because of it.
I had a friend someone I knew who was kind of like, oh, well, that's nice. You went to Paris, but you didn't see the real Paris. Like I was in a farm for 2 weeks and with the real French people,
To the seed!
To the seed!
Bobby, this is nice, but this isn't like... I've been to the original Chipotle, so I feel like I really know what it's like to be at a significant Chipotle, so I don't know if I could even be in here any longer.
I mean, this is the Chipotle by my house.
No, I get it.
I didn't put on airs about it being a grandiose place.
And I understand where you're coming from. Like, I used to be this way until I had experienced, like, going to the original Chipotle. And it opened my eyes.
Yeah.
And I wish you could have been there. Like, I wish I wasn't having to do this to you.
Yeah. But what's so different about it than this normal one? Like,
you even have to ask that question. I can't believe you even have to ask that question. First of all, like, the fact that you go along the line instead of the line, like, being behind a counter, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, it's just crazy. It's like, oh, I get it, because most Chipotles are like this. Yeah. But for those of us that have experienced the original one, you don't along a line. I mean, you're going to do that.
Really?
It's in Colorado,
Is it more beautiful there?
It's so much more beautiful. Like, I know you think you're looking around and seeing scenery right now, Bobby, but I've been to Colorado. There's mountains there, so
there are.
It's tough. It's tough to express what it's like.
Do you want
cross that line?
beans already or what? You want beans?
Are you going to get beans?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like beans on mine.
Black pinto. You want black pinto?
Yeah, I want pinto. Yeah. Do they not offer pinto beans?
No, they have a third. They have a third bean. Just
only
third,
two.
third
I'm sorry.
It's crazy how like you're limited.
Third bean.
Huh? Soshas? Do you have those here?
It's not a bean.
Have you heard? It's a thing they have at the original Chipotle.
Don't come in my house and try to blow smoke up my ass, okay?
I'm not blowing smoke. I'm just saying that I've been to the original Chipotle. Like, do you see the pictures on the wall? Like, I've sat on that stool.
Yeah, you talk a good game. But what, you want to come over here and act like you know what a Chipotle is, huh?
Oh. I've been to the original Chipotle. I know what it's all about. All right, I'll come back there.
Yeah, you come back here.
I'll come back there.
I'll come back. You come back here.
I'll come back. I'm coming back.
You come back here.
Hold on, I'm coming back there.
All right, you come back here.
Right, I'll come back. All right. Yeah. What do you want me to do? All right.
You take his order.
Yeah.
You take his order. You're so fucking good.
What are you good? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You're getting sour cream all over the back of this Chipotle. Okay, calm down.
You take his order.
What can I get for you?
I like pinto beans.
Act like you know what a bean is.
I know what they are. Of
Act
course
like
I know
you
what they
know
are.
what
It's
a
just
bean
different at the first one because the
How they
mine's
do it.
back
Do it like
behind
they
the
did it
counter.
there. Do it like they did it
Well,
there.
if I would take what this is and put it on there, and then we take these and fold it up, and take that. There you go, sir. There's your burrito, original Chipotle style.
You just made one giant smorgasbord burrito is all you did.
Wrapped in a
Welcome.
fucking paper towel.
That's what they use as the original Chipotle.
This punk don't know what original Chipotle is. You don't know what
I know
original
what it is.
Chipotle is. This punk don't know.
I know. I know. How is it?
Tastes like a Chipotle burrito from anywhere, really.
Except wrapped in a paper towel, right?
Yeah, I bit right through that.
You have anger issues, young man.
You have a. I'm like, you beat it.
I actually have been to the original Chipotle.
It's a real place.
It is a real place that you can go to.
No, it's a lie. Nothing could be that magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very not much different than any other Chipotle. It is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. My parents used to brag about how they met Wendy's dude because he used to go to the opening of every franchise back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, small town.
What would they say? What would they say about it?
Oh, they were just like, oh, he was the nicest guy. Like, you know, he came in, he talked to everyone who was eating, and he wanted to make sure that the opening went well because he cared about his Wendy's franchises. And apparently he did it, like, through the 80s, and then as he got older, he kind of stopped doing it.
To the scene. Hi, I'm Dave Thomas, creator of this here Wendy's burger.
Wow.
You guys are enjoying it.
Thank you. We love Wendy's. It's so nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, it's good to meet you guys too. I like to come around each new restaurant, and I like to really make sure everybody's enjoying things. Guys taking around enjoying.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I also like to impart advice on to everybody that comes through here. Advice my father gave me, which is, know if you got an average penis size or not. If you should be walking around knowing you got a bigger penis or a smaller penis.
What is? That's kind of personal,
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas.
No,
I'm just trying to eat my bacon.
Whip 'em out.
Our penises?
Right
Sure.
here in the restaurant.
Just do it. My father whipped out his penis in front of me. His father whipped out his penis in front of him. It's important to know for a metaphor for life. I'll take out my penis right
Well, we're
here.
not related, Mr. Thomas.
No.
Mr. Thomas, no, stop it.
No.
That's for your belt.
Come on.
Look,
Is this some kind of ruse?
I famously have a daughter. There's no way I can impart this knowledge onto her.
Well,
So-
you famously, but I think you have other children.
Yeah.
She's the main one.
No.
Okay.
I feel like a place whose slogan is "Where's the beef?" that this is like doubly inappropriate.
This is
You know?
This is incredibly appropriate.
No,
Look
Mr.
at-
Okay.
Thomas. No.
That
It's
is-
an average-sized penis,
Mr.
right?
Thomas, that is enormous. That is not an average-sized penis.
Lord,
That
I
is-
am blushing.
15 inches long, flaccid? I can't.
Yeah.
No, Bobby, look, you can't stop looking once you've seen it.
No one has ever told me this is a large penis.
That is a
They have been lying to you, Mr. Thomas. You've been walking around with a baby's arm like this
Yeah.
whole time.
that is normal in nowhere.
Like, you had to fold it in half to get it back in there. Do you think everybody has to do that?
I thought so. I was laboring under the impression this was an average-sized penis, and so I've got to be nicer to my average man, you know? What am I going to be all proud of myself for?
You have a lot to be proud. You only have a restaurant chain.
Job.
You're a multi-millionaire, and you have a huge dick.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not taking my penis out now.
Oh. You're going to tell your grandkids about this then, right? And your
Yeah.
children.
Love the rest Friday, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to tell them the day that Dave Thomas whipped his dick out in front of
Just
me.
that you met me.
All right, we'll just tell him that.
And that was the day that Grandpa learned that he had a small dick in comparison to Mr. Dave Thomas's.
Oh, God!
So I went out and just met the ugliest woman that I could find.
And you had
And that
me?
was your grandma.
Oh,
And we had you, son.
Oh! I don't know how to do...
I know! What's the point anymore?
Well,
Dave Thomas had a huge hog.
it
Huge.
did. It was
Huge.
indeed. This was the Improv Hose Party.
It
We
was.
made it work.
Oh
Thank
man!
you, everybody, for joining us on Improv
Thank
Hose
you.
Party.
This was historic. Thank you for joining us on Improv Hose Party. Yeah. Well, there's other great shows you can check out on eimprov.com. You can check out a great featured set by the Trans-Pacific Railroad. They are an international team. It's improv from all over, not just from the heart of America, but from some parts of America
The
and some
liver
parts somewhere else.
of America.
The spleen, the like weird third eyeball that it can't talk about.
A tumor with some teeth and hair in it of
Mhm.
America.
What's going on, America?
Yeah, get yourself checked out once in a while, America. You're looking raggedy.
Well, you guys got anything to plug? You guys got anything going on this week? What's happening?
We have local shows here in Kansas City happening this week at the Uptown Arts Bar, part of the KC Fringe Festival. You can check out recessplayers.com or kcfringe.org for information on that.
Yeah, what Christian said.
Yeah, what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Christian said. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody,
Yeah.
on Improv Host Party. Bye-bye.